And then, like, at the very beginning of the year, wow, what a way to start it with everybody. Everybody of us, or that was a part of Ian that was in Japan. It was quite a start to the year. It was a little bit scary. I was just because as you already know, there was a very large earthquake on January 1st. Very scary stuff, and like a lot of warnings, and there was a lot of very scary things that happened. But it was also like a sort of a new experience for me, because it was the first time in my life that I have ever experienced an earthquake. I was just relaxing in my hotel room that day, because, you know, sometimes like Japan, especially Tokyo, is very crowded around like the end of the year, with everybody going to shopping and all that stuff. So I needed a day to like recharge my social batteries, and while I was just relaxing, laying, like looking out the window, I feel things starting to shake. And I was like, what? Oh, is this it? Is this what it feels like? And I looked at my jacket that was hanging by the door, and I saw it started swaying, and I'm like, oh God, this is actually happening. When that happened, I was like, oh, okay, it doesn't shake a whole lot, because where I was, thankfully, it wasn't bad at all. It just gently shook a little bit. It wasn't scary at all. It was sort of kind of a, oh, I guess this is happening. My first earthquake. Wow. And part of me, at first, I got like almost very foolishly, a little bit excited, because I was like, oh, so this is what it's like, and it's not too bad. But let's just be sure. Let's assess the situation. And I turned on the news, and I find out, oh, it's on the West Coast, and we felt it all the way in Tokyo. Wow. Like then I immediately realized that, oh, that's not good. And then I just stayed glued to the television and like looking at all the updates and figuring out, like scrolling Twitter, making sure that all the members of NIJISANJI and other people that I follow were safe in Japan, and just watching for updates, which by the way, oh my God, I don't know if I probably won't get into trouble for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. God, Twitter is ruined. Twitter is absolutely ruined, because sometimes like a really good way to get updates about developing situations in real time is through Twitter, because people that are on location or are affected themselves can tweet and like talk about things and hashtag things, and like people can know about it. But it's all just a bunch of accounts farming impressions and using footage from either 2011, which is really, really scummy, or even just using like pictures from disasters that have nothing to do with Japan, just to be like, oh, if you really want to pray for people affected, you will not scroll by without liking this tweet. Like, F off. Is it because like you get paid off of impressions if you like do certain things on Twitter? It's such trash. Seeing that made me genuinely pissed off. That was so infuriating to see when I was trying to find actual news and updates about what's going on. And it's just a bunch of like people trying to farm impressions with misinformation. Oh, sorry. Need to get that off my chest. Twitter is such a trash fire right now in terms of that stuff. Anyway, moving on. I'm not going to dwell on that too much. Let's focus on some positives. Let's get some positive vibes out here. I had a very nice Christmas. I got to see family and all that good jazz. Say hi to people that I don't see very often. See some of the kids that hung around open their Christmas presents and get very excited about that. So that was exciting. Watch Donald Duck. Always a fun time. Then got to fly all the way to Japan and